Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Steve once again from Rockstar Eater, and I hope you've been enjoying my top 10 list, especially around the city of Los Angeles. And today I am coming to you with another top 10 list, which is again in the area of Japanese food, but not sushi, but rather in ramen. Ramen is one of the fastest growing, most popular foods that you can find in Los Angeles. So there are dozens of them all around LA County, and a lot of them are really great as well. So maybe if you are living in Los Angeles, or perhaps you're traveling to Los Angeles, you're asking, what are some really great ramen restaurants that I must eat at? It's very competitive, I do admit, so it was kind of hard for me to list it down to these exact 10. But anyways, I did my best, and I've had a lot of great ramens around the city, and I am happy to share with you 10 of the best ramen restaurants that you must try if you are in Los Angeles. So if you like what I'm doing on this channel, then please do subscribe. But anyways, let's not waste any more time. I'm going to get into the top 10, and let's begin with number 10. Daikokuya. This is the most popular ramen restaurant in Little Tokyo that's been around for decades, and there's a reason why it has such a huge fan base. The food is authentic, their broth flavor is fantastic, and their prices are pretty reasonable. It's definitely a landmark spot that you must visit if you want to try one of the most renowned restaurants in the Little Tokyo area. Number 9. Meno Tokushima. Also in Little Tokyo, Meno is probably the better alternative if you don't want to wait in line at Daikokuya. The Tokushima style ramen combines soy sauce with their broth, which adds a more complex, interesting flavor than Daikokuya. And plus their appetizers here are pretty amazing, so check this place out if you are in Little Tokyo. Number 8. Rakkan Ramen. This is probably the best vegan-based broth ramen in Los Angeles. Rakkan is another restaurant that is in Little Tokyo, but came from Tokyo itself, and it was a highly acclaimed restaurant in the Roppongi district. Their ramen noodles are amazing, and their sunflower-based broth is just really out of this world. Number 7. Tengoku Ramen. This is a relatively new ramen restaurant in Koreatown that certainly packs a punch. Their specialty here is the tonkatsu broth ramen, which is tasty and flavorful. But what's also pretty cool is their spicy seafood ramen with seafood broth and an assortment of seafood on top. So looking for some great ramen in K-Town? Then why don't you go ahead and start with Tengoku. Number 6. Iki Ramen. This is also another really great ramen place in K-Town. It's a new restaurant and has a pretty cool minimalistic environment and food that can't be missed. Try their burnt garlic tonkatsu. It is amazing. Their yuzu shio ramen is also a great alternative for a lighter taste that's just as flavorful. As you can tell, K-Town is really stepping it up in terms of the ramen. Number 5. Kai Ramen. This is the only ramen restaurant on this list from the San Fernando Valley, and Kai Ramen is a pretty small place, but is very popular for a reason. Their tonkatsu white, which is their tonkatsu broth with butter sauce, is really delicious and really just so, I can't describe it. It's just so great. It's a hearty and flavorful bowl of ramen that's truly the best in the area. Number 4. Tatsu Ramen. This is one of the greatest ramen restaurants that is in the West LA area. You order from iPads hanging on the wall, and kind of like ordering from these machines when you go to Japan. Yes, there is a bit of a line here, but then delight in the pork and chicken broth ramens here. They also have some pretty great vegan ramens as well. And plus they hand make all their noodles here, which is pretty cool. Number 3. Ramen Tatsunoya. This is the best ramen restaurant in Pasadena that now has multiple locations. Ramen Tatsunoya packs tremendous flavor in their broth. It's tasty, their lines are long, and I would recommend that you try their koku ramen, which has a pretty bold flavor to it. And plus, they house make their thin noodles as well. That is so cool. Number 2. Okiboru House of Zukemen. This ramen joint is curiously located in Chinatown of all places, but is definitely the best in that neighborhood. In fact, it's one of the best in LA, being the only Michelin Bib Gourmand rated ramen place in Los Angeles. They are known for their zukemen noodles, which they hand make in the restaurant, and their various broths, including their tonkatsu broth and their yuzu paitan, are must-tries here. And finally, number 1, Tsujita LA. This is the critical darling of all ramen restaurants in Los Angeles. Their regular tonkatsu ramen and their zukemen ramen are the best you'll eat around the Sawtelle neighborhood, and arguably the best you'll have in Los Angeles. It is another landmark ramen restaurant that you should try if you've never had really outstanding, mind-blowing ramen. I hope that helps you with finding 10 of the best ramen places that you should eat at in Los Angeles. There's so many great ramen places that it was really hard to narrow it down to these 10 because I could have easily included like 20 or 25. But if you go with these 10, then you will really be happy. And that's all that matters to me. So anyways, I hope you take these suggestions and you go out and you try some awesome ramen in the city of Los Angeles. Well anyways, that does it for this edition of Rockstar Eater. If you've truly enjoyed this episode, then please do give me a thumbs up. Also, comment below if you know of any other great ramen places in Los Angeles that you would like to share with all of us. And finally, the best way to get these episodes on a weekly basis is to subscribe. Go to the right-hand side to the bottom, click on the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and you'll be getting these alerts on a weekly basis. Well, that does it once again for this episode, and I will see you next time.